I need notes because I have a real talent for forgetting my bad past. So I have to remember by reading it. Money, money, money. The state of Maryland is in debt, the government's in debt, and many of our fine citizens of this country are in debt by greed and corruption. And casinos are the answer, right? Yeah. Sure. Kind of like it was with me several years ago. It seems like just yesterday. It was raining. The wind was blowing. Raining hard. And I was coming back from Atlantic City, where I spent 3 days at several casinos. I was broke. 5 different credit cards I maxed out. And I was in debt like you wouldn't know. Borrowed to the hilt. And here I'm coming upon the Delaware Memorial Bridge. I pulled up to it, pulled over the car, and started thinking about my past and all the debts that I was in. How in the world did I get started on this, I thought. It all started with shooting dice against a locker box in the barracks. Or did it start with playing card games and then maybe going to a track once in a while? It's like taking that first drink, that first puff. You can get hooked. And it's something you don't know about unless it's happened to you. I used to my whole world was thinking about where my next bet was going to be, because I know this time I'm going to win. Even though I lost most of the time. I used to take dates to the track. Fast women and slow horses were my downfall. Take them to the casinos. I've given money when I won, which wasn't very often. Anyhow, I was sick. I was terribly depressed and alone. It was like a bad dream, and I was waking up. So there I sat, and I thought I'd walk up to the twin span as soon as the rain stopped, because I didn't want to fall. Go to the highest point, 500 feet. I'd made up my mind. Dropped, looking down at the watery abyss, and I know it would kill me because no one had ever survived that. At that point, I think there had been 150 people die from the jump. It's like hitting concrete. And anyhow, how did I get started doing this? Why did I want to kill myself? But I did. 5 years, I had lost $300,000. My pride, my self-esteem, what a waste, huh? I had gambled my life away. And if I wasn't at the casinos, I was at a house card game, poker. I was making a bet with a bookie on a sports adventure, basketball, baseball, football. All year round, you could bet. I was playing the lottery, or I was hiking down to Atlantic City. But not only that, I played all over the world. Different bases I was at. I'll never forget the time I was at Howard Air Force Base in the Canal Zone, Panama. I used to go in to the Hilton and play cards with a lot of Orientals on a Saturday night. And one night I got beat with 4 jacks against a straight flush. How often does that happen? It cost me $1,500. Or like the time that I went to the track at Delaware Park and bought trifecta. That's 3 numbers you put together. It's hard to do, and it cost me $18. Just before the race went off, I realized they gave me the wrong numbers. Well, I have time. I ran back and got the right numbers. The wrong ones came in, paid $6,500. I couldn't sleep that night. Well, the time I played blackjack in Reno, and the dealer beat us all. Everybody got up. I go over to the cage with my credit card, maxed it out, $3,500, played all 7 spots, hit for 20 or 19 on every card. The dealer turned over 16 and then hit her hand with a 5. Beat me on all of them. Bad beats, they call it. Well, it's like God was saying, I don't want you to win. Stop doing this kind of crap. So I was considered a high roller. The casinos used to send limousines after me. I got first row seats to their best plays. In fact, one time, They invited me up on stage to participate with a magician. I had the best rooms and the best restaurants. Because they don't care if you win or lose, it's the action you give them. And I gave them a lot of action. Where did the money come from? I mean, I was only making $50,000 a year and losing $60,000, right? Well, my salary, I traded in 5 oil stocks. Well, I wish I had them today. I sold a valuable baseball collection and 2 different inheritances, lost 2 cars, hot rings, watches, cleaned out my savings accounts and all my credit cards. So that's where it came from. Now, in that amount of $300,000, I include monies I won. There was times I won a few thousand. So when I lost it, I include that in the total amount. But anyhow, how depraved can one get? It's said that people like me gamble for 2 reasons. First, we gamble to win. Second, we gamble to lose. It's the risk, it's the rush that you get. It's like when you see your son win that race. It's like the day you get married. It's like bungee jumping. It's a rush. And